You make it look easy, and especially coming from somebody that has done this before, it ain't easy.
Today, Joey Fatone syncs up with the judges for Boy Bands and Girl Groups Night. And Sean Spicer joins us to break down his surprising run on Dancing with the Stars.
It's amazing. I'm so happy I did this.
Plus, Nilsa, Candace, and Codi get us pumped for the new season of Floribama Shore.
St. Pete is the capital of, like, fun.
This is your reality check.
Let's go.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to Reality Check. I'm Darren Karp, and with me today is my friend and yours, People.com writer and reporter, Jodi Guglielmi. How you doing today?
Good. Happy to be here.
Good. I'm so happy you didn't wear hot pink.
I know. That would have been a little awkward.
People would start to think that we're in cahoots.
Or like really cute, either one.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That's so true. I can't wait to talk with our guest today, but before we do that, you know what time it is. It's time to break down our top 5. At number 5, Josh Duggar and his wife Lauren have welcomed their rainbow baby. People can confirm that on Friday, Lauren gave birth to a baby girl named Bella Milagro, which means beautiful miracle. The couple revealed after a long and difficult labor, our girl arrived. We can't believe she is ours. She is so perfect. The pair new arrival comes a little over a year after Lauren suffered a miscarriage, which the reality stars opened up about on the family's TLC reality show. How beautiful is this?
It's so beautiful, and I love that the name has such a special meaning and kind of reflects on their last year and how far they've come and how thankful they are for this new addition to their family.
I just realized what a rainbow baby was, which is a baby you have after your miscarriage. And I feel like with the beautiful name, with the story, it just is absolutely perfect. It wrote itself.
I mean, you know they're just so in love with that baby.
Well, I mean, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just cute. It's so cute.
So cute.
At number 4. Nina Dobrev spent the night in the emergency room, and her bestie, Julianne Hough, was there to support her and to document it all. Sunday night, Julianne shared videos of her trip to the ER on her Insta stories and went on to reveal that she was there in support of the Vampire Diaries star, who can be seen tucked into a hospital bed wearing an oxygen mask. Don't worry, though. The actress posted on her own stories that she is just fine. Last year, the friends opened up about their friendship to People, explaining it feels like they've known each other their entire lives. I mean, I hope Nina's okay.
Yes.
But if you could have like a ride or die celebrity, someone that would be there for you through thick and thin, seeing you in an oxygen mask, who would you want?
I probably want Chrissy Teigen, because I think a real best friend is someone who does document you in your less than flattering moments. Yeah. And I think she would have really funny captions to throw on there about me. True. And she just seems like she's loyal with a sense of humor. So it's like the best combination. That's
actually a really good point. So you don't mind being a little embarrassed?
No, because I want to be roasted so I can roast you. You
Fair.
know, it's a give and take.
Open up the lines of communication here and I will throw it back.
Exactly.
At number 3. NFL player and AGT finalist John Dorenbos is opening up about confronting his dad for the murder of his mother when he was only 12 years old. The reality star says he needed to come to peace with this tragic childhood. On August 2nd, 1982, John's father, Alan, killed his mother, Kathy, and was sentenced to 13 years in prison for the crime. In his autobiography, Life is Magic, the ex-football player talks about how football and magic helped him cope. Speaking of his father, he says, quote, "This is the guy that is supposed to show me about trust and love, but yet he portrayed our family more than anybody." He went on to discuss having lunch with his father upon his release to let go of the bitterness and hate he had for him and to come to peace with his own reality. Jodi, this is a lot to deal with, huh?
It is. I think that it's really meaningful that he had this conversation with his father before he became a father himself, you know, kind of wanting to sort through those demons, those feelings, find forgiveness, find a place of peace, because he didn't have the best example of what a father should look like, and now he's about to become one. So it's deep.
Do you believe in redemption? Like if he sort of had transformed, do you think that they could have a relationship for longer in the future?
I do believe in redemption, but I also believe that it's completely up to the person if they want to pursue that relationship or not. I understand those who do want to, and I totally understand those who don't.
It's a very, very hard thing to do. At number 2, Real Housewives of New Jersey viewers may have been fascinated to see what Teresa Giudice's life was like while her husband Joe was in jail. But the father of four reveals he found it hard to watch the show from behind bars. In a never-before-seen clip from the couple's sit-down with Andy Cohen, Joe opened up about how difficult it was to see his family live out their lives on the reality show without him. He admitted, "It was actually painful to watch. I saw the episode where my daughter was waving through the window while I was leaving to go to jail, and that was gut-wrenching." I mean, it couldn't have been easy for Teresa either. She did sort of the same thing, you know, and had to watch it, albeit for a shorter period of time.
And what a unique experience to be able to see your life happening on the sidelines, like while you're not included. Most people who go away for whatever reasons, they're disconnected, but they were still able to see what was happening without them.
Good point.
Yeah.
It had to have been just like an extra layer of torture.
Right, exactly.
And now that he can't even come back, it's got to be...
You're literally seeing what you're missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Severe case of FOMO, if you will.
Right.
The worst case. And at number one, Monday marks the 25 years since the death of reality television pioneer and AIDS educator Pedro Zamora. The Cuban-born reality star who appeared on The Real World San Francisco died at the age of 22 in 1994 due to complications of age just hours after the finale aired. Pedro was the first person openly living with the disease to ever be featured on reality television. His commitment ceremony to his partner Sean Sasser was filmed for the show and was also the first same-sex ceremony in television history. Pedro's impact on the show would help to catapult it into popularity for decades to come, but more importantly, it helped shift Americans' perspectives on people living with HIV and AIDS. This is so sad and so amazing as a gay person. I mean, I obviously remember this. I mean, I was young at the time, but just how monumental it was.
Right.
It's truly incredible to see his life kind of transform the rest of ours.
And to be able to look at, because like you said, there are so many monumental moments between him being the first person with HIV on reality television, the commitment ceremony with his partner being filmed, how far we've come now. I mean, so much of that stuff is discussed openly and shown openly on television, and the fact that it was so taboo back then, and it was just 25 years ago.
I know, and it's to think like reality TV had kind of transformed everyone's minds about this.
Right.
It's kind of incredible.
I know. I mean, it just shows reality TV can be really impactful, and it's important.
Amen. Or shows that talk about reality TV.
Yes,
that's
even
what I think.
more important.
It's time for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Sean Spicer and his partner Jenna Johnson on the line to talk about last night's Dancing with the Stars. Stay tuned.
What am I going to say? You know what I mean? And I've been hard on you, but I have to say, Lauren and Glenn.
Welcome back to the show. I have Sean Spicer and Jenna Johnson on the line. How are you guys?
Well, thank you.
You know, Sean, I got to say, that blazer on you last night looked amazing. I hope you got to keep it. We just saw your elimination play out. How are you both feeling in that moment?
Mixed. Little disappointed. I would have loved to have gone on to the semifinals, but I recognize that at some point my scores from the judges just weren't high enough to overcome, you know, what needed to be done. And the rest of the cast just did a phenomenal job last night, and I was really proud of them. So I knew that that would probably be close to the end.
That's fair. I mean, it was a great run. Did you expect to go this far in the competition when you first started?
Absolutely.
No, I was like, wow, good for you.
No, I thought it would be a couple weeks, maybe 3 at tops. So the idea that we were there in the quarterfinals was nothing I anticipated, but it really speaks to the caliber and quality of both Jenna and Lyndsey and how great they are at getting somebody like me that far.
You know, obviously you guys make it look easy on TV, but how grueling were the rehearsal schedules? I'm sure they were insane.
Yeah, I don't think the celebs are fully prepped for what's about to happen to them. But it's a grueling process. It's a 4 to 6 hour rehearsal day every day. But then that doesn't include extra things like camera blocking or extra rehearsals, group numbers,
Fittings, promotions.
So it's a 24/7 gig, but it's so worth it. And I think all the celebrities kind of fall in love with the process. And I think Sean was one of those.
Hard work pays off, you know? You know, Jenna, you jumped in to be Sean's partner after Lyndsey had to take a leave of absence following the unexpected passing of her mother-in-law, unfortunately. Have either of you spoken with Lyndsey? How's she doing?
Yeah, we have. Both of us have. We spoke to her immediately after the elimination last night, and then I think both of us have spoken to her this morning. And I just want to say for her, she is so proud of Sean, and she loved being his partner. She adored him and the time that they had together. So I'm glad that I got to spend 2 weeks with Sean, but I know that Lyndsey is super, super proud of him.
Well, it's a testament to both of you. Getting back to last night, you both seemed emotional, especially after that second dance. What was it that brought you to that point?
To what, at the end? It was just a beautiful dance, and Jenna really got me in the mindset of, enjoy this, relax, and so it was supposed to be emotional, and I think we got caught in the moment because that was part of what these guys do, is that it's not just about learning the steps, but it's about making sure that you're mentally prepared and in the zone for the performance. I've gained a lot of confidence because of how well Lyndsey and Jenna have gotten me ready for these performances every week, and when you work that hard all week long to get that over with, you're kind of feeling a sense of relief, and in that case, pride. We really, I think, stepped it up, and that was probably the best dance that I performed the entire competition.
I agree with that. Sean, how did working with Jenna as opposed to Lyndsey compare?
They have different hair color.
It's fair.
It was absolutely seamless, and I mean that. There was a lot of people saying this is going to be difficult. You've got to do 2 dances, you got to switch. It truly was seamless. They both have a unbelievable approach to teaching, and I didn't miss a beat because of that.
It didn't look like it. Jenna, what was it like working with Sean? What do you think his most difficult hurdle to overcome was?
Working with Sean was great. He kept me smiling, and he seriously worked harder than anyone else I've ever seen on the show. And so it was really awesome and fulfilling for me to see how much he cared. And then it motivated me to step my game up and prepare him for Monday nights. But I think, his most difficult hurdle was just mentally, just trusting himself with this process and getting out there and having no inhibition and just loving the performance aspect of it, because he did want to get all of those steps so perfect. And so once he got out of his head a little bit and trusted himself that he knew what he was doing, I think that he really blossomed and he did great.
Listen, as someone who's taken a ballroom dancing class once, I know how hard it is physically and mentally. So you guys really pulled it off. How did you feel when doing that Argentine tango last night? Which did you like dancing more?
I really enjoyed the first one, the Argentine tango. They were both very different, but I felt that I went into that one with the highest degree of confidence that I have of any of the ones that I performed. And I thought that it extended my range, which is something that judges had commented on the past. And I actually think the performance quality was much better than any of the ones that we had done before. And so ending with that lift, which was my first, Jenna trusted me with her head upside down, 6 inches from the floor, really made me feel good, because I knew that everyone else on the cast had really been stepping it up, and I needed to show that it wasn't just a rehash of other steps that I had done in the past.
Well, it was a beautiful dance. We have to take a quick break, but there'll be more Spicer and Jenna when we come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Reality Check. I have Sean Spicer and Jenna Johnson on the line. All right, guys, so let's jump right back in. So, Sean, why did you decide to be on the show in the first place?
Because I was looking to do something different and fun. I've done a lot of the serious stuff, so it was time to do something different. I thought it would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experience something that I would have never done before. I had no dance experience. I don't think I ever would have jumped into something like this had it not been for the show, and I wanted to try something and have a totally different experience than what I was used to.
Well, now looking back, what's harder, dancing or politics?
Dancing, 100%.
Yeah, I figure. A lot more technical moves in there, I'm sure.
Politics. You can't, when you're on the dance floor, if you miss a step, everybody sees it.
Amen, amen. This seemed to be very much out of your comfort zone. Has the show changed your outlook on dance, or even how you approach, different challenges in your life?
Oh, absolutely. I think beyond just the steps and learning the moves of everything, Jenna and Lyndsey both really instilled a sense of confidence that I didn't frankly even know I was lacking. And getting ready and being able to perform out there and putting your body out there as opposed to just your words, which I'd been used to doing interviews and things, is a totally different experience. And so getting that mental preparation every week, being ready to get out there was something that I built up and I'll be able to take away from doing this. So it really did, and I think also then you look at the relationships that you develop in the show, the people that you meet, and I walk away from the show a better person than when I came in.
Well, that's an advantage to have. I'm actually curious, like, how does your diet sort of change throughout the show? Do you have to eat certain things, avoid certain things? Do you eat right before you dance, or not at all?
No, I ate less and better and worked out more.
Sean lost 20 pounds, over 20 pounds. So he has really gone in amazing shape. And I think on show days he didn't eat a lot because he was nervous.
Yeah.
But no, he drinks lots of water. And I don't know, has your diet shifted from what you were doing?
Just more conscious probably than anything else of what you're putting in. And it's more also what you're not doing. So, if you're sitting around in office all day long, you're probably snacking here or there. And when you're practicing dancing for 5 hours or 4 hours, it's not just the calories you're burning, it's the ones that you're not probably putting in your body to begin with if you had just been sitting at a desk or in an office.
Well said. Jenna, having danced with Sean for 2 weeks now, what is something you learned about Sean that actually surprised you?
I learned that he's really funny. And I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I had heard things here and there from Lyndsey, from her experience with him. But he is seriously funny. He's also a sweetheart. He brought me beautiful flowers this week to say thank you for stepping in. And I really, really appreciate my time that I got to share with Sean.
I love that. That's so adorable. Sean, what was your favorite dance to do this season?
I really enjoyed last night, both of them. Both the Foxtrot and the Argentine Tango. They were different. I felt unbelievably confident in them. I think they both have a lot of frame in them, which gives me the ability to cling on to Jenna. But each one presented its own challenges and uniqueness. I couldn't have told you what any of these were at the beginning of the season. And there's a few I still don't know. But that's why each one was a unique experience. I went in not knowing anything about that dance or the steps, and by the end of it was performing it.
There's so much, I say, the juxtaposition from how maybe the judges score you versus how the people feel about you versus how you feel about the dance. How did you react to people sort of questioning you, advancing over people that scored higher?
I didn't. The show is what it is. The last 28 seasons, it's half of the judges score and half the viewer score. And so I just was sort of humbled by the amount of support that we were getting every week to keep us out of the bottom two. And I had to tune that out. And again, that's where both Jenna and Lyndsey were able to come to me and say, hey, this is, we've had history. We've been in this situation before with a previous partner. Don't let it get to you. Stay focused on the task at hand, get better every week. And so to some degree, the criticism that I would get really helped make me want to do more and work harder so that people out there would say, okay, you might not be the best guy on the dance floor, but he's trying as hard as he can to make progress and demonstrate it.
Okay, I have to ask about your costumes this season, as they were quite the conversation starter, especially here at People. Did you have any input on the costume design?
No. I mean, I may not be the most fashionable guy, but I'm definitely not going to put forward like lime green and ruffles.
Hey, you never know. Will you be incorporating more flair in your day-to-day outfits, though, Sean?
Not in any of those ways.
No flair underneath your blazer?
A little brighter. That's it.
Did you have a favorite outfit that you wish you could sort of wear again?
The tux that I wore, I think, two shows ago was absolutely beautiful. I will say that, one, the folks who do the costumes here are just so talented. They put these things together in a matter of days from literally whole cloth. The second thing, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that green shirt, we were able to auction it off for two charities. The Independence Fund and Yellow Ribbon Fund raised about $4,000 for those two charities by putting that up for auction. And that's what a great part of this experience as well, is sharing that, this experience with people who have served the country. We bring, every time there's been a show, we bring a wounded warrior and their caregivers to sit in the audience and give them a VIP experience. So it's been a really, really cool opportunity to not just make this about myself, but others.
That's absolutely fantastic. Sean, I'm curious, what's next for you? Would you consider going on the Dancing with the Stars tour if you were asked?
I would. I love these guys. I would definitely go see them. So we're taking this one day at a time. But I've enjoyed this. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed getting to know each and every one of these people that's involved in the show. I don't know that I have I have 2 young kids. I think the show's been tough enough to be away from my family. I'm not sure that a tour would be that healthy for our family life, but I would love to go see them and visit with them and maybe spend a few minutes on the dance floor.
Jenna, would you dance with him if he went on the tour?
I told him I think me, Lyndsey, and Sean should do a trio. So I think the fans need that in their life.
All with neon green, all ruffles, all the time. I'm into
Bringing
this.
it back.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Who are each of you rooting for to win the Mirror Ball?
Oh.
I'm going to punt on that one. I've enjoyed everybody. I don't know. I really haven't even thought about that. Each one of them, you get to know them and see their sort of challenges and what they've overcome and how much progress they've made. I'm really proud of each of the remaining 5, and I don't know. I don't know that I'll even vote because I don't know that I can pick between them. Or I'll vote for everybody. All 10. All 10.
Divide them by 2.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you guys had to put your money down, if you could predict who you think would win, who would you pick?
We'll see in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, you guys, come on. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch the semifinals of Dancing with the Stars live on Monday night at 8/7 Central on ABC. Up next, 3 of the very exuberant cast members of the Floribama Shore will be talking all about the new season. Don't go anywhere.
What bar's gonna get kicked out of this time?
Yeah. St. Pete, I don't know if you're the saint of drama, the saint of hunching, the saint of partying, the saint of nightlife.
You don't need to be getting kicked out of 9.
Howdy, y'all. That was my best interpretation. I have People writer and reporter Jodi Guglielmi back with me just in time to welcome via Skype Candace, Codi, and Nilsa of the Floribama Shore. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey,
Hey, y'all.
You all look gorgeous. All right, I got my hey, y'all down, I feel like, as well as I possibly could. So you guys are headed to a new city this season, St. Petersburg. How would you say this setting differs from Panama City?
I would say it's a completely different atmosphere because me being from Panama City, I know we're not the most welcoming people. And when we went to St. Pete, everybody was so welcoming.
Yeah, St. Pete. Yo, when we went to the clubs, they was picking up tabs. So
buying us drinks.
Buying us drinks. They all wanted us there. And then on top of that, like when we would go out, there was no like fighting with the locals. Not really. I mean, it was nothing but mad love. Like you felt like the town really wanted us there, and they were so supportive of us being there. So it was all love from the beginning.
Jodi,
Yeah, I definitely love St. Pete. It was a lot of fun.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. Did you guys find your local spots really quickly, like your go-to places?
We did.
Yes.
The Crafty Squirrel.
Yeah.
McNasty's.
Yeah.
Well, that was your nasty bar. You like to go to.
Well, I like the McNasties, but it was a lot of interesting names too. The sea urchin and the mermaid cow
monkey,
and
something
the monkey,
monkey.
The blue crayon. It was a lot of interesting names.
Krabby Bills.
Pinellas County.
You guys are like, a tourist map of St. Pete.
I'm like putting all that in my phone to go.
Yeah, I want to go to McNasty's or whatever. I'm into that.
Yeah, McNasty's is like a
McNasty's is nice.
dive hole in the wall bar. That's my kind of place.
It reminded me of a place at Dollar Draft people, Panama City Beach.
Yeah, it's the Dollar Draft beer bar place.
That's why I like it.
I am so excited for this season. I have to know, if you had to describe this season in 3 words, what would those words be?
Crazy.
Unexpected.
Epic.
Those are good.
Those are good.
Yeah, those are good. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys, let's play a clip from the sneak peek.
Oh boy.
I have no idea how Courtney's gonna live without Mama Sharon this summer.
Road trip with Mama Sharon in the mom car.
She was at the airport in 20 minutes to drive us to St. Pete with no hesitation. Mama Sharon, do you just stand by waiting to rescue Courtney?
Talk to me about Mama Sharon.
That's true. Mama Sharon bails Courtney out of everything. Like, that mom is a saint.
Mom, yes, she literally puts the saint in St. Pete. She is really an angel.
Will we see her more this season?
Came from that, we don't know.
Oh, man. Are we going to see more of her this season?
Yes. As soon as she drops us off, she's turning right back around to come and save Courtney. So y'all just stay tuned.
Oh, man, we all need our own Mama Sharon. Candace and Codi, last season you shared this memorable goodbye kiss where, Codi, I don't know how else to describe this. You went running barefoot after Candace in a minivan and then gave her a romantic, but also not so romantic kiss. This was a little wild. And then this was seen in the season sneak peek. Let's take a look at this.
Candace is still single. I'm still single. My big hard eyes. Woo.
All right, what's going on between the two of you? What's happening?
You gotta wait. But you know, a lot of questions will be answered.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a roller coaster ride with me and Codi, but you know, it's a ride you'll like to be on.
It's a lot of ups and downs. It's like Space Mountain. It's the oldest ride in the park, but it's still got the longest by God line.
I will say, you know, when I asked about it, Codi, your face turned a little red. A little red. Is that something I should be reading into?
Well, you know, it's one of those things that, like Candace said, you got to watch out and you got to watch and see, you know, how it plays out. But ultimately, you guys will get your answer.
He's always ready. He's our little tomato.
Y'all will get the title. Y'all will find out what the title of.
Ooh.
Hey.
Nilsa, are you Team Candace and Codi? Do you want them to be together?
Y'all are just like an old married couple. And it's fun to watch until they start really going at it in the bar, like cussing each other out. And then I'm like, oh my God, we do not need another Gilsa. Y'all figure out what y'all are. Can we just what are y'all? Can y'all figure it out? And it's like a Gilsa saga all over again with Candi.
Oh God, Candi.
Hashtag Candi.
Well, speaking of Gilsa, I have to know, Nilsa, what is going on with you and Gus this season?
Well, oh my God, look at me like that. Y'all know Gus comes in the house and he has a girlfriend. And the girlfriend does not like me, doesn't know me from Adam's house cat, but she still don't like me. Oh, Lord Jesus. And so, you see our relationship in a new light. Like, I really feel like me and Gus established this new type of relationship that I think everyone will love because we figure it out.
Yeah.
So you guys will see.
Yeah, they definitely figure it out, and it's actually very surprising. I'll say that because nobody was expecting what was going to happen.
Was it easy to go to the friend zone since he has a girlfriend now, or was it kind of a back and forth? You had to readjust to the new relationship?
Well, for me, it was like, you know, regardless of who I'm seeing or who he's seeing, like, we're still going to be roommates. I'm not going anywhere. So let's just go ahead and establish that. I'm going to be a part of the roommate, just like he is, you know? And so it's like, I want us to be okay, and I don't want things to be awkward or be weird, but it's going to be whenever his girlfriend doesn't like me and we used to have history. And so, and then it was like, I feel bad for him because he's getting harped on by her constantly because I'm there. And then, so it's just walking on eggshells constantly.
I'm curious, you know, being a part of such a rowdy cast group, I would say, and you owning it, you know, what is it like sort of joining that group? You know, what was your sort of biggest surprise on being on a reality TV show really about your lives?
Well, I just think that, you know, for me, it was easy. It was just like, transitioning. I'm doing all the same stuff I'm doing back home is now I'm just doing it in front of a camera for the world to see.
Yeah.
So that, you know, it's one of those things. I'm not ashamed of who I am or things that I do or whatever, but you just got to own it. And that's what I do. I own it and I am my own person And I think everybody would agree with, like, that's how we got to do it.
I think for me, it was just an adjustment to be more so of like who I really am, just because like I think I come from a little bit of a different background than everybody. So it was a culture shock for me, a huge culture shock. But, you know, I adjusted and, you know, like I think I'm in a good space with everybody in the house. So, you know, I think the longer that we do this, the more comfortable that I feel and the more I'm appreciating every ounce of this journey.
Were you guys big reality TV show people growing up? Did you have any favorites that either you've met or you just obsessed over?
Listen, I love trashy reality television. I love Jersey Shore, The Challenge, Teen Mom, Southern Charm, Don't Be Tardy. But what I can tell you is that I think season 3 will be the best reality show.
Oh my God.
On cable TV.
On cable TV.
I would 100% agree with that. You know, I loved watching reality TV growing up, Real World, Party Down South, you know, so The Challenge, Jersey Shore, of course. So it was a lot of fun.
You know, is there anything that you guys would feel utterly embarrassed about them showing on camera, or is it just no holds bar? You're just doing it now. You're open.
Well,
books.
you know, me going to jail, I still don't remember everything that happened that night. So that's going to be quite embarrassing watching back, especially knowing my mom's going to be watching.
Listen, I'm an open book. My mom and dad, they don't care. You know, like I am who I am. You know, you're going to see me puking rally. You're going to see me twerking in the Speedo. You're going to see me skinny dipping, flirting it up, doing that. I mean, I don't care.
You sure was flirting it up.
You know, I don't got nothing to hide. I mean, like I said, I don't care. You don't like Codi, you don't like them. I mean, you know.
Codi, I need to see you in a skinny dipping in a Speedo every day. Yes. I think that's only going to make my day so much better.
Well, thank you.
All right, guys, we have to go to break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'm challenging these Floribamas to cast on blast. Stay tuned.
St. Pete ain't ready for us. As much as we love PCB, Courtney has peed everywhere. Kirk has punched too many people. Amy got us banned from too many places. Time to go to St. Pete.
Welcome back. I have 3 cast members of the Floribama Shore still on the line. Candace, Codi, and Nilsa. Hey, guys, are you ready to play a little game?
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
All right, it's time for Cast on Blast. All right, guys, here's how it works. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to name some of your castmates, and I want you to tell me something you love about them and something you absolutely despise about them. All right? I don't think this is going to be too hard for you. You got it?
Nah, it should be easy.
Don't hold back. First up, the mermaid goddess, Amy.
She has a one thing we love about Amy is that she's very honest.
I love that she honestly does have a heart of gold, but she ain't afraid to tell you how she's feeling.
Yeah. She Princess Goddess Mermaid. She definitely does act like a princess.
And what do we hate about her?
Oh, that she is like kind of lazy. She's messy.
I'm not talking about my friend like that. Hey now.
I mean,
you know,
she don't clean. She don't.
Yeah,
cook.
Amy don't clean. She don't cook.
Codi, that sounds deep-rooted. You came up with that answer so quickly.
Yeah, like she's lazy.
Codi, you've been waiting to say that, huh?
Well, y'all said be honest. I'm just being honest.
Well, I would say as her best friend, the only thing that I love everything about Amy, but the only thing I don't like is she loves taking like hour-long baths. And we do our makeup and our hair in the same bathroom. So it's like, well, I got to, time it perfectly and go do something else while she's taking her hour-long bath. But sometimes that's the only break we get in the house is when we're in the bath.
And one thing,
so can't fault her for it.
One thing I love about Amy is she's funny.
Yeah,
she's so funny.
Yeah.
And me and her, we feed off each other. We can sit there
y'all
and
go
joke.
back and forth.
We'll go back and forth. So I do love that about her.
And what about Courtney?
What we love, Courtney is the crazy. It's like she's a crazy child. So she's always gonna be just a ball of craziness, no matter what. She said some off the wall things, and it's just it's funny. Like watching Courtney is funny. That's what I will say. Is
literally, she is an interesting species, and there's no one like Courtney. Like she is so unique. You like some of the stuff she does and says you cannot make up.
I love Courtney because she'll try to go shot for shot with you at the bar.
Yeah,
she's a great drinking partner.
Yeah.
Now, I guess one thing I don't like is you just don't know which Courtney you're going to get.
That's true.
Yeah.
You get fun loving Courtney, or
She
you
got
get
another
crazy
side to
Courtney.
her. She got the crazy side. You just never know. It's like rolling a dice.
She's got split personality, if you will. You never know which one you're going to
Got
get.
a couple
Yeah.
personalities.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. What about Jeremiah?
Well,
Okay, so what we like
was
about
silence.
Jeremiah.
That was a long pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremiah is
Caring.
Yeah, he's
He
caring.
is very caring.
Yeah, he is caring, and he's a person that you can just kind of like he's caring.
people that you can come and talk to if
Yeah.
you've got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He'll listen to you and everything.
And the thing is, we love that about Jeremiah is he's always the ear to listen.
Yeah.
But what comes with that is you're gonna get his opinion, and I would say that may be one of the things I don't care for is he's always trying to give you his opinion.
I will say one thing I actually legitimately do like about Jeremiah is that he's not scared to be who he is.
Yes.
Right.
And
yes.
so that's the thing.
100%
Like,
agree.
you'll see that he may be like sometimes it seems like he doesn't kind of mesh well with us, but he's not scared to be who he is. Like
But he
if has
owns
to
who
go,
he is.
yeah, he owns who he is. Like if he's gonna go out and if he has to be by himself, he will be by himself, which I'm the same way. So like I like that about him because it's like he's not afraid to stand alone.
Yeah, one thing I don't like is, listen, I'm 27 years old. Don't try to give me no dad talk. Don't sit here and try to tell me what I need to do and what I don't need to do. Don't worry about me. Just
Yeah.
I don't need to
But
be
that
talked to
also
like that.
comes with him being so caring,
Yeah.
is that he feels like he wants to give his input because he does care about us.
It's almost like he's too opinionated, but we know it's coming from the right place.
I have a question.
Right.
Yes.
If he's somebody you can confide in, does he keep your secrets or does he go and gossip to the house?
He's a gossiper. Remember when I was on that, y'all will see, I don't know if they're gonna play it. I was on a phone call with my best friend and he goes and relays the message totally like mixed up and all backwards, and it ends up hurting somebody else in the house.
Oh.
Ooh.
So you can't trust him. Can't trust him with your dirty secrets.
Well, you just can't trust them to like listen in on a phone call and then go relay the message completely out of context.
Yeah.
He's not an accurate storyteller.
Yes, he's not an accurate storyteller.
It's like a bad game of telephone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. He didn't hear what was said on the other end of the phone.
What about Kirk?
What I love about Kirk is he can get along with anyone.
Anybody.
Kirk is like probably the most loved in the house because he can literally get along with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk, y'all know Kirk is my best friend. I hang out with Kirk all the time. I love Kirk. You know, like he is like they said, he's a blast in a glass all the time. Like he's a lot of fun. He'll drink with you. He'll party with you. You know,
He'll love on you.
he's not gonna tell you secrets.
You know?
He won't tell you secrets.
No, and he's very a very trusting person. So trusting. Like
Yeah.
you tell something to Kurt, he ain't gonna go run his mouth. Like he's just an authentic dude.
But we just don't like Dirk. And Dirk is who he is when he
Look,
gets like balls to the wall drunk.
When he is drunk, yo, he can be a very mean person and say mean things. Now we're to the point now where we recognize Dirk, like we see him coming, we be
And
like,
we
"Oh,
say,
this
go
Dirk."
drink a glass of water.
Yeah, like we got to deal with Dirk and put Dirk in the corner. But like at first, yo, Dirk was out. Woo, he was something else.
Well, you just don't ever know because he can be quite of a hothead. So you never know what
Yeah.
kind of stuff kind of trouble you're gonna get into.
Wow.
But I'm gonna be there to get in with it too. Like I'm gonna ride or die for it. You know?
Yeah, Jodi and Dirk. That's what we got going on. I think that's that's an evil combination. What about Gus?
So what we will say that I think what I like about Gus is that Gus is very bold. He's a very bold person. He's a very bold spirit. Like Gus ain't scared to hit somebody. Gus ain't scared to do nothing. Like he's gonna play it all out. Like it's almost what you see is what you get with Gus. So it's just kind of
I
like
love
he's very
that
bold.
Gus wears his heart on his sleeve, and he has such a big heart. Like he is really caring and loving, and I do love that about Gus. It's because he is so sweet, and like when you're when you're sitting there cuddling with him, he's just so sweet. Like he's just a sweet person.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like he's just so like no. What I'm trying to say is like he just makes you feel like warm.
I bet he does.
I don't know. You girls know what I mean. Like he just like makes you feel like when you're like just I don't know. He makes you feel good about yourself.
we don't know.
One thing what I love about Gus is he's like your typical boy that you go out to the bar with, you know, like he's your guy that's gonna go get chicken wings, drink a pitcher of beer with, like, you know, you do guy stuff, you talk, you know, guy talk with, you know, like he's like your best friend, you know. Now,
he's a charmer.
Now, one thing we don't like is...
Oh, Lord. Gus is way too goddamn sensitive. That's another thing with wearing your heart on your sleeve. I mean, dang, can you roll the heart up a little bit on the sleeve? Roll it to the bar.
But I get it because I am so sensitive too, so I get it. But some of the things that he does get upset about, it's like, we'll make a little comment and be harmless, but he'll really take it
to the next
like we'll
level.
be joking and trying to, you know, poke fun and stuff like that, because that's what we do. You know, we're back like a big family.
And we don't mean it in any type of way, but that just comes with his past and him being sensitive.
Yeah, so it's just like he takes things to heart when it's not meant to be sometimes, and so he reacts to how he feels.
Right.
And he's got some anger issues.
He's a sensitive soul, guys.
Oh, Cody, he got some anger issues because you called his girlfriend a bitch. That's why. I would too.
Oh man, on that note.
Yes.
How about Maddie Lynn?
Maddie is so motherly.
Yes,
That's
she's
what we
a
were talking
big
about.
mother, yes. Like, honestly, it was like Maddie was made to be like Mama Teresa.
Yes.
Like, she has such a caring energy about her. And, you know, being that she's older than us in the house, that was something that was really needed. So I really enjoyed that about her spirit.
But now you get a little bit of too much liquor in her, and she turns into that Martha girl, and it's like, oh my God, Martha, you gonna be over here, and I'm gonna be over there.
Martha needs to be locked up next to Nilsa.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
One thing I love about Maddie is that she is like, she don't care. She is gonna tell you her honest opinion. You know, you ask, she's that girl that if you want your honest opinion and you're scared of what somebody might say, don't ask her. Don't ask her.
The thing about Maddie is she will tell you like it is, and if she'll call it out. Like if she sees two people over there talking about this person, she's gonna say, well, why don't you just go say to them? They're right there.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. That almost felt too easy for you because you were blaming a lot of stuff on alcohol. So now I need to put each of you guys on blast, and I'm starting with Codi.
Oh, great.
Oh, what I don't like about Codi is when he starts getting drunk, he's like this high school little mean girl that wants to run around saying, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake.
We all fake when
We
he get
all
drunk.
fake when he get drunk. But when he's sober, he is the funniest,
the sweetest gentleman.
He
He's
will
so nice.
carry your bags for you. Like, it's just the nicest guy.
Gentleman.
But
Really
I don't know what it is. Sometimes when you drink, I don't know if it's like a different kind of alcohol, but you get that in you and it's like, oh my God. Well, yesterday I wasn't fake, but today I am.
And he starts turning red. He'd be like, you fake.
You
fake.
with your lips and your fake boobs and your...
Hey, that's why don't nobody like you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Codi. I had to ask. Yeah, I'm sorry.
He knows it's true.
Hey, it is what it is. Like I said, when I get drunk and I get to that certain level, don't be bothering me. Don't just let me alone. If I want to go to sleep, let me go to sleep, because I know I get to that point. I can be, you know, I can say mean stuff, but I'm going to say something mean that's going to make you leave me alone, though.
Yeah.
But he wakes up the next day and he's like, oh, hey. And we're like, oh, you better apologize first, boy.
What
Because he don't remember what he says or does.
Well, that's the trouble with alcohol.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
All right, what about Candace? You're up. Come on.
Oh, Lord.
I would say about Candace is that she wears like this hard exterior because she doesn't want to let people in. So that was like the most frustrating thing, is that like, we're gonna figure each other out and you're gonna let us in because we're gonna figure out who Candace is.
Yeah.
So I would say that's what a blast thing about her is that like, she's a hard person to like let you in.
Yeah, she just doesn't open up.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for us to, you know, get to really know Candace. But then when you bust that door down,
she is the funniest person.
2 seasons to bust it down.
She's so funny. Listen, Candace, she like owns who she is now that she's like, all right, y'all cool, I'm gonna let y'all in, and this is who I am, and she is hilarious.
Y'all are very accurate.
Hey, owning your mistakes is good.
Yes.
One thing that we love about Candace is that she is a lot of fun. Like,
Oh my God, she's so much fun.
She's so fun.
She'll drink
and-
with you.
yeah.
I'll always drink with you.
She'll let you like twerk on her no matter where you are. She'll twerk on you no matter where you are in the church.
I twerk in church.
Yes.
Twerk in the name of the Lord.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
She is my dance partner in the house. She's my go-to.
I need to go to
I
that
love
church.
dancing just as much as she does.
Yes.
Yeah, well, all right, Nilsa, we can't let you off the hook, girl. Come on now, you're last.
Nelly the squid.
Yeah.
So one thing I love about Nilsa, I think she's a very giving, a very selfless person. I didn't know that about her at first, but she's very, very, very nice, very sweet. I think that people don't really actually get to know actually who you are from watching the show. So yeah, she's very sweet, very nice, and very gentle-hearted. So that's one thing I love about Nilsa. You're like a crazy person, but it's like when you actually settle down, you're such a gentle spirit.
One thing I love about Nilsa is like she's just got a great personality.
Yeah.
Like she's that type of girl that you want to be around. She's that type of girl that you want to hang out with. You know, she's fun.
Yes.
She's energetic.
Well, y'all put me on blast. Say something bad about me. Y'all
Well, hold
about to
on.
make my head
Hold on.
explode.
Hold on.
We're gonna get there.
I ain't done yet. You know, she's a lot of fun. Like I said, she's that girl that you want to go out and drink with, have a good time, have a blast. Now, here
Let's see.
is.
I actually really don't have anything bad to say. I would say my only thing about you is that I feel like you are still a little too sensitive. Sometimes I'm
I'm very sensitive.
it's just like I can't really figure out if I should make
The
a certain
line,
joke or if I shouldn't.
where the line is.
Yeah.
I've been told that so many times.
And so it's like you have your moments where I'm like, oh, you're so much fun, and then somebody make a joke, and then your energy turn. I'm like, oh, well, maybe somebody shouldn't have said that.
Because I wear my emotions on my face.
Yeah, so that's my only thing is that you can be really, really sensitive. But I will say that like your sensitivity has kind of like it's mellowed out
Yeah,
over the
it
last.
has.
So it's like you're getting better, and that's something like it took me 3 seasons to open up to these people. So it's by season 4 you're gonna be like
Yeah,
oh,
well,
okay,
F y'all too. Yeah.
I would say one thing that I don't like about Nilsa is probably, or not that I don't like, or just I'm gonna put her on blast, but it's just that like Candace said, she is so sometimes can be emotional, and like we'll be joking around, and she doesn't understand like the joke sometimes, like the guys, she's like that little sister that the guys always wanted, that you wanted to pick on, push down, stuff like that. And she don't get it. Like, she don't understand. It's like, no, baby, we're just joking. Like, we're not trying to like come at you.
Yeah.
And then she starts coming at you, and then it's like, oh, now I'm about to turn up on you now. Now I'm about to go for your jugular.
Well, that's what me and Gus have in common is that we are so sensitive. And I think that's why I still always will have like that connection with Gus is that we are both so sensitive. And like they were making fun of us last season, like, oh, I bet they're in the back of the car crying on each other's shoulders, like, because we are both the sensitive ones in the house.
Yeah, you guys could have like Kleenex sponsor you guys as a couple. I'm here for it. Get that money,
the love
you know what I
connection's
mean?
making more and more sense now.
Yeah, right. This is now fitting in. Well, guys, thank you so much for chatting with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. And do not forget to watch Thursday,
November 14th at 8/7.
You guys are taking my lines. I got it right here. I got it right here.
You're not needed. They got it.
Can we just leave y'all with this? Can we all just do something for me one time? All right, Chi-Chi's up. And we'll see y'all Thursday.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Wow. I have to. All right, we got it. Okay. Catch the season premiere of Floribama Shore this Thursday, November 14th at 8/7 Central on MTV. Jodi, thanks for hanging out with me. I know you got to get back to reporting for People.com. You have a day job. Stay tuned. Next up, we have a crazy history moment for you. Don't go anywhere. What an exciting show. Big thanks to Jodi Guglielmi, Sean Spicer, and Jenna Johnson for Skyping in, as well as the cast of the Floribama Shore, Nilsa, Candace, and Codi. Make sure you're following @People on Twitter so you can catch the latest episode of Reality Check, which streams Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. To end our show, I think it's only appropriate that I send you all back to Charm School. I'm Darren Karp, and that was your Reality Check.
I
feel like I'm being attacked. Everybody else gets a good thing said about them.
In this 2007 episode of Flavor of Love Charm School, Larissa lashes out at host Monique after not being rewarded for her good behavior.
That pisses me off, and I'm going to say it pisses me off.
It should piss you off.
Monique fires back, but tries to make it a teaching moment.
Do me a favor, Larissa.
This
Get
is a
angry.
debate.
Get angry.
This
Get
is
as
a
angry
debate.
as you can, because maybe tomorrow, sister, you'll straighten out your attitude.
Unfortunately, Larissa isn't in a learning kind of mood.
I think you dislike me the most because of the other show. That's what I think.
Let me tell you something,
Most of the other
sweetie.
girls didn't have that impact like I did.
What impact do you think
When you
had?
saw,
Larissa and Monique's rare clash of contestant versus host is one of the great moments in reality history, which Monique caps off with a classic reality walk-off.
Now, you done pissed me off.